Today I have with me a blast from the past, a TASCAM DR 10L. And I just want to know, is it still viable in today's market? And if so, who is this thing good for? So let's jump right into it. If you don't know about this, this is a professional grade lavalier recorder, okay? It's not a receiver and transmitter, whatever. It's just a recorder. You plug the lavalier mic right up top, and then you press record on the side, and you got your audio in a box. That's what this is. Now, what type of audio does this record? Well, it records 24-bit, 48 hertz audio in WAV, BWF, or MP3 format. So you're getting professional grade quality audio from here, especially with the BWF output that is available. It takes, here we have micro USB, and that's strictly just for data transfer. But in 2026, does that matter? No. Why doesn't it matter? Because this thing also has SD slots. So the SD slot, if you got an SD slot here, what's the point of the USB? Just for quick access if you don't have a card reader. But if you got a card reader, the SD slot is going to be much quicker than the USB port, right? Oh, by the way, it also supports dual recording at -6 dB and -12 dB. So there's a lot of mics right now in 2026 that don't do that. So if that's something that stands out to you, this might be an option for you. Keep in mind, this is discontinued because they have a pro version, right? But let me plug it up and let you guys hear the sound of it while I continue talking about it, right? I'm here on the side, okay. Pulled to the side, now it's recording. It's giving me the name of the file there and how many seconds I've been recording, as well as the battery life. It's pretty solid. So anyways, let's continue talking about this bad boy, right? So there's now, as I told you, it's been discontinued, right? So that means there's a pro version that they've released, which is wireless with 32-bit float, you know, with the bells and whistles that people like. But this still has a market for people. What is that market, you may ask? Well, to me, the market is anybody who might be a solo creator, or somebody who is not on the go in terms of where they're really active, right? Like you can be on the go vlog style and this will work out and it'll be very well. But if you're on the go and you're active, this may not be the best. Like let's say you're out here trying to do interviews in the street. This may not be the best option, you know, because it's wired. Now you over here having a little wire on a live that has a certain distance, whichever the distance the cord is. This may not be viable for that. However, if you're doing regular sit-down interviews with somebody, and again, you're a one-man team, right? Let me get my subject in the right spots. Let me frame them up. Okay, I'm gonna mic you guys up, and then I mic you up. I listen for the audio, make sure it sounds good. I unplug my monitor, make sure that my device is tucked somewhere in the hiding, wherever my subject is, and now boom, we've got professional grade audio for my interview. Or hell, this thing will stay on as long as your battery on your AAA batteries is on and your 32 gigabytes doesn't run out. This might be great for podcasters. You know, you want some professional grade audio, but you don't want that big setup, mic stand here, big mic in your face there. You got to get an audio interface on top of that in order to use the mic. You know, you need a computer to use that as well, right? You need this huge setup just to get your podcast going, which is going to cost well over $150. And you could just get you one of these. You could get you your cell phone, or you know, maybe you have a DJI Osmo like I'm recording, or a GoPro, or what have you. and you're just like, I just want some really good sounding audio that it doesn't sound like I'm far from the camera. This is where this comes in handy, right? You're going to get some really great professional sounding audio, and you're going to hear that, hopefully, right out the box without me doing any settings. You didn't hear me do no mic checks. You didn't hear me make sure the levels were right. It's just straight out the box. Plugged it up near my chest, but my diaphragm, which is what you learn in film school, and we're going to see what I get from it. Anyways, with that being said, the Pro version is $200. This one, again, used or new, can range between $80 to $150, and it's discontinued. So if you're finding them new, they're getting it on eBay or what have you like that. If you're looking for wireless, there might be some things that are wireless for the same price. But again, there's trade-offs to the wireless, right? So with wireless, you get frequency cutoffs, right? With wireless, you have range issues. If you go too far from your camera, you're no longer able to use that footage or be heard in that footage. Whereas when you're using this bad boy, there is no range issue because it's recording all on here. You know what I'm saying? On the flip side, because this is not wireless, once I set the audio level, that's it. I don't know if it's going to be too high later, too low later. And if I'm too far, I'm not going to be able to monitor it because everything is on the box. So there's trade-offs. It's just pick your poison, I guess, is what you have to do. But I do think this is a great buy, especially if you get a used one, because it's 2017 this came out. These last pretty long. So if you get a used one that's in great condition, I mean, look at the condition of this one. If you get a used one in great condition, it's going to pay off for sure. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Is it viable in today's market at that given price? Let's call it new 140. Let's call it used $80. Is it good at that price? Is it viable, and is it worth it at that price in this today's market with all the other options out here? Let me know in the comments. This has been your boy Tags. Until next time, peace.